In the heart of the Mongolian steppe, where the wind carries echoes of ancient warriors, a 20-year-old named Temuujin Tsogtkhuu gallops at full speed. His bow drawn, arrow flying toward a distant target. He's not just competing, he's keeping alive a tradition that once conquered the world. This is Mongolian horse archery, the deadliest combat skill in human history, and it's fighting for survival. 800 years ago, Genghis Khan's mounted archers built the largest contiguous land empire the world has ever seen, 13 million square miles, from the Sea of Japan to Eastern Europe. These weren't just soldiers. They were masters of a technique so devastating that entire armies fled at the sight of them. The secret? Training that began in childhood. Mongolian boys learned to ride before they could walk, mastering balance on horses bred for endurance on the harsh steppe. By adolescence, they could draw composite bows with over 100 pounds of pull weight while galloping at full speed. They practiced the Parthian shot, turning backward in the saddle to fire arrows at pursuing enemies. They could shoot in 3 directions, forwards, sideways, and backwards, reloading in seconds while controlling their horses with their legs alone. Their composite bows, crafted from wood, horn, and sinew, could fire arrows up to 350 yards. In battle, Mongol archers unleashed coordinated arrow storms, volleys so dense they darkened the sky. Whistling arrows signaled targets. Fork-tipped arrows inflicted maximum damage. The psychological impact was devastating. Armies twice their size crumbled before them. But by the 18th century, firearms rendered these skills obsolete. The tradition faded. For generations, horse archery existed only in stories told around fires, a ghost of Mongolia's warrior past. Then came the revival. After Mongolia gained independence in 1921, a cultural awakening began. Elders who remembered the old ways started teaching the youth. Organizations like the Mongolian Horseback Archery Association and the Khan-Mongol Horse Riders Association emerged, determined to resurrect what was nearly lost. Today, competitions like the Spirit Mongolia Open horseback archery tournament draw participants from around the world. At the annual Nadam Festival, Mongolia's greatest celebration of heritage, riders thunder across the steppe, hitting targets at 75 to 150 meters while at full gallop. The crowd roars. The tradition lives. But the fight isn't over. Modern urbanization threatens the nomadic lifestyle essential to this art. The Mongolian horse breed, small but incredibly resilient, faces declining numbers. Young Mongolians are drawn to cities, away from the steppe where their ancestors perfected these skills. Yet masters like Temuujin refuse to let it die. Training centers now offer immersive programs where students learn the ancient techniques. They master one-handed riding, freeing their other hand for the bow. They develop the balance and coordination required to shoot accurately at speed. They connect with something deeper than sport, a spiritual link to their nomadic ancestors. This isn't just about preserving a martial art, it's about identity. Mongolian horse archery represents freedom, endurance, and the indomitable spirit of a people who once ruled the world from horseback. The last masters are passing down their knowledge, arrow by arrow, gallop by gallop. They're ensuring that when the wind sweeps across the steppe, it still carries the thunder of hooves and the whistle of arrows, just as it did when Genghis Khan's warriors rode into legend. The ancient art survives, and with it, the soul of Mongolia.